All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutation to all you Akians pushing His truth and true sincerities back to the basics. Israel shall be saved. Salvation is for Israel. And that's the title of this lesson, because in the midst of all this scandal that's going on this week, all right, we still have to teach the basics and go into prophecy, okay? So this is Romans 11:26. And so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. So all Israel shall be saved. And I believe the precept for that is Isaiah 45:17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. You shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. That goes into that John 3:16. Okay, that's the precept for that. But the point is, all Israel shall be saved. All right. Now, on this side, according to Zechariah 13:8 and 9, 2/3 shall be cut off and die. All right, those here in Babylon the Great, well, ultimately they're going to come back under the loins of the elect, and all Israel shall be saved. Okay, going to be saved. Let's go back to that one in, I think it was Romans. All right. It says, and so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. All right, because our righteousness is as filthy rags right now. All right, in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to be totally perfect. All right, the law, statutes, commandments, all right, are going to be fully implemented in us, and we're not going to sin and go off. All right, we're not going to forget about the Sabbath. Okay, we don't have to read labels in the kingdom of heaven. For this is my covenant unto them, when I shall take away their sins, not the whole world's sins. Take away their sins. You can read Hebrews 8:8, the new covenant, which we're not in yet. A lot of us got to go to work today. We're not in the new covenant, man. All right. Now let's get this word saved.
Strong's G 4982. Sozo.
It says to save, keep safe and sound, to rescue from danger or destruction. Okay, and starting with the elect. All right, Israel, starting with the elect, is going to get saved from this current. The elect is going to get saved from this current destruction and this danger that's coming to the shores of Babylon the Great, the Estados Unidos. All right. To save a suffering one from perishing, i.e. one suffering from disease, to make well, heal, restore to health. And that's what he's going to do according to Hebrews 8:8. We're looking forward to a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. And pretty much the men that's preaching this doctrine, the sound doctrine, are the ones that's only optimistic about the world to come. People still, even though with the conditions of this world, they still want to be here. The elect is looking forward to be saved and to obtain salvation through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Let me get this. To preserve one who is in danger of destruction, to save or rescue. To save, in the technical Bible sense, it says to deliver from the penalties of the messianic judgment. Now, if I'm reading that right, to save from the evils which obstruct the reception of the messianic deliverance. All right, so when the Lord comes back, like it says in let me get it. I'm done with that word. Sozo. Let's go to Isaiah 66, and I think it's 15, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't read this in a while. Isaiah 66:15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire. That's what the Messiah is coming with, fire from the chariots and the intercontinental ballistic missiles that the Lord put the Spirit on. All right, starting with these Temanites, these so-called Germans, to come up with the capability that's leading up to these intercontinental ballistic missiles. And with his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. So we want to be saved from that. Okay? For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. He's going to judge all flesh. And the slain of the Lord shall be many. Slain is not a good word. Okay? We want to be saved. We want to be delivered from the slain that the Lord is going to bring. And I got this word salvation on the end of my line. It says, especially in a Christian sense now, the real Christians are Israelites according to Acts 11:26. The saving of the soul. Doesn't it say in Hebrews 10:39 that we believe to the saving of the souls? Deliverance from the power of sin. That's what salvation is, okay? And admission to eternal bliss, which is the kingdom of heaven, okay? The general non-religious sense of protection or preservation from destruction, danger, calamity, etc. We're looking to obtain salvation so we can escape destruction, danger, calamity, etc., torments, so on and so forth. So I have some more precepts. Psalms 118 and 10. Psalms 118 and 8. It is better to put trust in the Lord than to put confidence in a man. Yeah, we don't, all these men out here, especially these men in Israel, man, they starting to buck up, and all of a sudden it's GMS fault for their, their conduct out here. All right, we put our trust in the Lord. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in princes. All nations can pass me about, but in the name of the Lord will I destroy them. You hear that? In the name of the Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, will I destroy them. The Lord's going to give certain men, Lord willing, us, us brothers, all right, that's preaching His word to obtain spiritual powers, and there's many scriptures for that. All right, that's how we're going to destroy them. Not with guns. Okay, they can pass me about like bees. They are quenched as the fire of thorns. For in the name of the Lord I will destroy them. Thou hast thrust sword at me that I might fall, but the Lord helped me. The Lord is my strength and song, and has become my salvation. All right. If I'm saying that right, preservation from destruction, man. Okay. Let me get another one. We need to be saved from our enemies, man. Because these other nations, Esau, Edom, the other nations, and 2/3 of our people hate us, man. All right. See, like more and more ever, man, you go outside and you get these looks. These people, they want to do harm to us, man, because they can't figure out what spirit we coming from, man. All right. We don't go around telling these people that we're in the camp, but they can tell something's about us, different is about us, and them demons on them. All right. It's giving us mean mugs and putting the spirit on these people to be petty. All right. But we have a lot of enemies in this ministry, man. We need to be saved from that. We need salvation from our enemies, man. Even our own people we need salvation from. Psalm 69:4. They that hate me without a cause. These people just hate us without a cause. They don't even know what we're about. It's hating season when they see us, man. You know that Nas song, You Can Hate Me Now? Yeah, that should be a theme song for brothers, man. You can hate me now. But I won't stop now. They that hate me without a cause are more than the hairs of my head. So we got a lot of enemies, man. They that will destroy me, being my enemies wrongfully and mighty, then I restore that which I took not away. So we have a lot of enemies, and we need to be saved from our enemies, man. All right. Psalms 53:6. Oh, that the salvation of Israel will come out of Zion. It don't say the whole world. Because you've got plenty of scriptures about salvation for Israel being saved in the New Testament, so you can go back and forth. All right, for you Christians that don't want to read the Old Testament. All right, it was written. The Most High is not a man that he should lie. Okay? Lo, I come in the volume of the book, it is written of me in Psalms 40:7. So you got to read the Old Testament, the Apocrypha, and the New Testament, and the scriptures in the Apocrypha about salvation for Israel, being saved, starting with the election. Oh, that the salvation of Israel will come out of Zion when the Most High bringeth back the captivity of his people. We're not going to be in America 2 months longer, man. We're going to be back in our homeland. All right, the land of milk and honey, where the streets going to be paved of gold. We're not going to get sick and die. We don't have to clock in to go to work. We don't have to live in apartments or subdivisions. Okay? Jacob is synonymous with Israel, shall rejoice, and Israel shall be glad. Salvation. Being saved. We're going to rejoice. We wake up in the morning here, it's like, you say your prayers, but he's like, all right, man. But in the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna rejoice and we're gonna be glad. We're glad we had His truth right now too. I'll say that as well. So you can't just be, all bitter out here in this captivity, man. You got to make the best out of it. But pretty soon, this captivity is gonna be over with, man. And I have one more, of course, Romans 13:11, and that knowing the time, not 1,000 years, not 1,000 years down the road. And that knowing the times that we in now, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep. All right, get out of that catatonic state of sleep that our people in, because 2/3 of our people are gonna be blinded until, all right, they get delivered into judgment. And our people are still doing. People out here right now committing adultery right now. It's a lot of wickedness and nefarious works that's going on right now amongst our people. On March 6th. So it says, and that knowing the time that now it is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. Now let's get that word salvation, and we'll just close it on now.
Strong's G 4991. Soteria. Soteria.
Soteria says deliverance, preservation. All right, being preserved from this current judgment that's coming. Safety, salvation, deliverance from the molestation of enemies. And that's that scripture in Psalm 69:4, I believe. Yep, Psalm 69:4. We have a lot of enemies, man. All right, we need to be saved from the molestation of enemies, man. In an ethical sense, that which concludes to the soul's safety or salvation, of messianic salvation. Salvation as the present possession of all true Christians, which are Israelites. Future salvation, the sum of benefits and blessings, which the Christians, which are really the Israelites, redeem from all earthly ills. All right, being these chains of darkness, will enjoy the visible return of Yahushua, who the world calls Jesus Christ, from heaven, and is consummated in eternal kingdom of the Most High, the kingdom of heaven. So with that, Lord, when I was edifying, to the next time I say shalom.